Hey guys, me here with another video. I'm just gonna stick you down here. Wow. Okay, so I'm doing another makeup video. This is my really fast version because I gotta get going. So I've already put on my primer, which I think I've showed you in other ones before. That's the primer I used. I put that on and I've already put some foundation on. I'm gonna put the rest on. I used the 310 of Revlon. 2 squirts of that to 1 squirt of the 110, which I didn't clean up very well for this, but this is a quick video. So, as you can see, I'm just putting it all over. I had already mixed it, put it all over. This is, voila, this is how it goes, right? You're in a rush to get places. I'm sure many of you are very familiar. I usually, when I'm in a rush, I just take it, spread it all over, and I worry about some of the details in a minute. Get it spread, kind of tap, super go. Which I'm sure a lot of us have dealt with the same thing. I kind of blend. I might have made it a little too dark because I'm starting to get paler and paler as winter is approaching. You know, COVID hits and you don't really wear makeup as often because you're either quarantined or wearing a mask, and so there's no point, right? So, and then you get your masks all gooey and nasty. So I kind of blend it in, really blend it into the hairline a little bit up here. My quick blend, kind of bring it down a little bit. So it blends a little bit into the neck here. Whoop! Okay. I get all around the eyes and stuff too. Sorry, I'm not really showing you as much. I'm looking in my big mirror because I'm in a super rush, but this is my rush video. Sometimes I like to see just how fast I can get it done, and usually it takes longer than I thought, but we'll see how long this video is and we'll see how long it takes me. I'm not gonna speed or anything speed the video through or anything, because I want to see exactly how long it takes me. So put my concealer underneath, on top of the eye, and on all my problem spots. Which I have a few of them, because COVID, masks, kind of get you. And I take my little other sponge here. I use this one for my foundation, this one for my concealer. Kind of looks weird. I just wetted it down, and I just drag it. And we get going. I try not to raise my eyebrows because I don't want to put that crease in my foundation yet. And if I set it with my powder before I do that, then it doesn't crease as much and then I don't look so old. But sometimes to get the top of your eyelid, you have to do that a little bit. So sometimes I'll blend in that line a little bit. Ooh, you can kind of see how it's really got my hairline. We'll fix that in a second here. Well, might as well fix it now. It'll look better once my hair is down. Wow, I really did a great job of blending that. Sometimes the shadows are falling differently than what my mirror is showing. So, blended that, did that. Next is my Fit Me. Not sure. Oh, there's my brushes. It's been a hectic day, so. I use my big fat brush. You can use whatever you want. And just kind of spread it all around. My other video, has a little more detail on that. Just really get it all over pretty quick. And then next, what I do is I take my bronzer, butter bronzer. This is the kind I use. I take a kind of smaller, fatter brush. This one doesn't have a name. The last one I used for my foundation is from Wet n Wild. Doesn't have a specific number or anything. So I just put my bronzer on. Kind of my 3 shape, and I go into more detail about how I do this makeup in my other video. but this is a quick rush, and I'm going to add something to it that I didn't in my other video. We'll kind of see what we got. Okay, so that part's done. Peace out. Well, we're already at 5 minutes. Holy cow, we're going slow. Okay, take this again, same one we use for a concealer. I take my Fit Me powder, and I kind of just dip it in here a little bit. Just get a little bit on there. This is a trick my friend showed me. Thank you, Christy. And then you go right underneath your eye and kind of tap it in. It really brightens up your eyes, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm using it in this video. And it just looks just good. I love it. So I stick it under, really brighten up those eyes. Just kind of pack it in there. Pack it on there. Sometimes it'll make your face look really powdery, but I'll show you in a second. I'll go back to that Wet n Wild brush. So it kind of looks a little bit powdery now. You can kind of see there's like a, oh, I have a, sometimes my nose and the blending goes different. So we'll go back to this Wet n Wild brush. As you can see, I have got a stark different line here. So you just take this, kind of blend it. Until you can't see quite as harsh of a line anymore. Ooh. So the lighting in here is not as good, but see, I chose a little bit darker. I need to go a little light on my foundation. Well, I guess it's time to convert to the 2 squirts of the nice white. I just never want to admit that I'm like white. I like to be tan and cute, but it's no longer summer. So, okay, so we do that part. Put away my, ooh, I'm doing all that all over the place. So then I put all that away. Then next I'm going to do my eyebrows, and because I'm feeling a little lazy today, and I'm just trying to get going, I actually use an eyeliner, and it's Revlon. It's called Raisin Rage 07, and it's from Revlon. So you can kind of see kind of what it looks like. Oh, it's not focusing, but that's what it looks like. And what I do is I find this one just does really good color for my eyebrows. So I just use that. And I don't shape it very well. I want it to look natural, and it's quick, but it still looks good. And then in my other video, I trace it out. I think I trace it out. I can't remember. And I'm still getting better at it, but this one's more my everyday, really quick. I just kind of trace it in. Who knew an eyeliner could be a really good eyebrow brush, right? Eyebrow pencil. So it's kind of looking a little, sometimes I kind of like to blend it a little bit. Sometimes it really doesn't like me. Like on my left side today, it just is not quite like me, but I don't want to make it too dark either. Anyway, we'll come back to that if we need more of it. Next, I go into my Not Just Nudes Revlon. Obviously, like Revlon. And then I go through there and I kind of show more of a tutorial on what colors I use. I'm just putting my nude base layer on right now. Just find the nude color. Oh, 9 minutes. Oh, we're getting wild here. Okay, then I use, in this palette, I use this color right here. And I use that all over the bottom of the eyelid up to the crease. Both sides. Kind of blend it in a little bit. Next, I got my LA Colors Sassy. It's my $1. And yeah. All right, I gotta take a phone call. I'll be back.